Hey, y'all, it's your NeenaRose coming at you for your daily come up for May 27, 2021. Hope all is well with you all. I want to thank you all for your likes, shares, subscribes. Those of you that's been purchasing readings, purchasing prayers, I really want to thank you all. And just, and if, don't forget to give a video a big fat thumbs up, to get to the next level. For it to get spread around, generated through YouTube, especially get to the people that need it. And with that, let's go ahead and get started. So, as you know, May is what? Believe it before you see it. I feel like a lot of you are looking at the rejection side of things. Like you may be looking at being rejected for going against practices. Some of you may have a health practice and you may work for a health facility that goes against what they teach. So you may have a holistic practice that you may do on the side, and then you may work for a public facility, public hospital, or clinic or something that does not practice holistic medicine. So you may be having to choose today, or this may have been on your mind for a while. I'm hearing as well too. Um, So there are a number of you may be going through this. You have perception at the bottom of the deck here. Some of you may be fighting for perceptions. But I also feel like I hope you all don't lose yourself in a connection behind the toxicity that has come about. And I say that it's like a full understanding of what's to come, understanding what's to come, because a lot of you need to make a choice. I'm feeling like you need to make a choice about the toxicity that you actually delve in, the lives that you are actually penetrating, that you're dealing with. Like some of you are doing things on the back end, and then on the front end you're displaying something else. And then a lot of you are not realizing that the enemy is the enemy regardless. you know if your place of business goes against or does not promote what it is that you do on the side, then that may go against what you signed in your contract, as far as what you're promoting that facility, that you can't promote your business, that type of thing. So some of you may get caught up with violation codes that you signed for. Seven of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. Some of you, and then like a lot of these entities get mad because they feel like you've been getting over on them. So some of you may have lawsuits coming that they feel like you may have gotten over on them. Um, but a lot of you don't believe that you can live off your income. And what does that go with? You got to believe it before you see it. So a lot of you are not going to see that living off that income and you still get that other income. You're going to have to leave these places, leave these jobs that aren't fulfilling, but they're just giving you a paycheck, but it goes against what it is the spirit realm is having you do. Some of you are going to become reprobate and not leave and just say, I'm just going to, I'm going to have to feed my family, time is hard. And just not going to trust. You're not going to trust spirit for what you need. And I feel like at a glance, a lot of people are going to really fall by the wayside on the deceptive energy. But I feel like it's also some of you are looking at slander. I'm hearing, on another level. The Two of Swords is in reverse now at the bottom of the deck. Started out in the upright. So let's go ahead and clear this here out. Discovery. And in the reverse, you have miracle here, the hidden energy here. I feel like a lot of you have pulled in miracles and things of that nature. but I don't feel like a lot of you are believing it. You're not believing what it is that you're actually manifesting from your own hands. A lot of you may be doing Reiki, may be doing just like these spiritual healings and stuff, and you're not really believing it on a level of taking it full throttle. Some of you may be feeling like it was just a miracle that, it just performed at that time, but it don't work all the time. But I believe it's more so about where your faith is at all times. Where is your faith? Um, at all times. It needs to be high. You need to be revved up and ready to go. It's just like, okay, you're going in for this here. You don't need to go in and do something and you're not in the mood. You can't think straight. Your head ain't in the game. You got to get your head in the game. Um, Discovery and with miracle in reverse is being clarified by the Two of Wands, the Six of Swords in reverse, and then the Seven of Pentacles. These two came out hidden, which is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Cups. I feel like some of you are in regret about some things not working out or the way things are working out. But I also feel like some of you got your red flags at one point and you got your inklings to leave and you didn't leave. With the Seven of Pentacles here, I feel like there is, I'm hearing legacy, but I also feel like there may be a legacy being built by the way that he has his hands on top of this tree, but up under we see the roots growing. I feel like some of you are creating a legacy, but if you're in your head about moving away, something that you moved away from. So some of you that this has a lot to do with finances, I feel like a lot of you may struggle a little bit once you first leave the job, or you may have left the job for a minute and then realize that that's not what you wanted to do. Some of you may be yearning for another part of the path, but I don't feel like you completed this part of the path like you need to. I don't see mysticism out here where you get like part of the plan, and then before you get the rest of the plan, you got to complete the rest. You got to complete what you do have. But that's what I feel like what is here. Like you found out some things about yourself. You've experienced some miracles, but they're not going to drop any more on your plate because what you didn't fully manifest like you needed to. I feel like a lot of you may have stopped and feel like you need more to go off of before you actually work the rest of the plan that you do have. You have here, all three are in the reverse. You have soulmate, gossip, and growth. So I feel like a lot of you have grown out of the gossip, the slander. You've grown past it, and you also realize that these connections were meant to be. They were meant to be like this in your life. You have the Five of Swords here. You have the Nine of Pentacles. You have the World, and then you have the Four of Wands in reverse. So some of you have let some people go. You have let some situations in that you feel like just weren't cutting it. Give me something for the World here. I feel like this karmic wheel has ended. This cycle is over. And I feel like a lot of you are reaching for a deeper level of prosperity. The Ace of Swords is clarifying the World here with the truth. I feel like the truth has come out about the people that were in your life. The King of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. I feel like the truth has come out. You've had some unnecessary headaches about people who never meant you any good. With the Nine of Pentacles here, I feel like with this lady reaching for her pentacle and a dove is on top of it, I feel like there's an energy of like the waste has come back around. Kind of like, you thought you had wasted something, something was over with, and honestly, it's come back around. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to create more pentacles for you. Feel like something that was like a light that was shined on top of it bright has come back around. And I feel like with the Four of Wands here in reverse, there's a level of holding true to your heart's desires is what I'm feeling like. Just holding true to your heart's desires and not giving up on yourself is where you're really going to go with this here, is how you're really going to fare. Some of you are realizing how sensitive you are to others' energy, and you won't be able to pick up things that are used. I don't know where that's coming from, but that's what they're telling me. A lot of you won't be able to pick up things that are used. You will have to deal with your things being new. A lot of you come from territories and areas that are heavily populated with witches and warlocks, and that you won't be able. That's why a lot of your things, you end up losing your things. People steal your things because a lot of the energy is being harvested. Have vanity here. Hidden energy is guilt in the reverse here. So some of you, somebody may try to make you feel guilty about the things that you buy, but I don't think you're dealing with them with the Three of Hearts in the Three of Swords in the reverse. And then you have the High Priestess here. So let's clarify the High Priestess here. I just feel like with the Three of Swords in reverse here, you've healed past some things and you don't feel guilty about them. You've let some things go, and somebody's trying to make you feel like you a fool for not going to get this or get that. I feel like there's an energy here that a lot of people are ashamed of. Some of you have been getting the telepathic energy here to come and see somebody to go do this and go do that. But I feel like your intuition is telling you not to do that. That's not in your best interest. Especially those of you that are coming off of bondages from people, places, and things that have not served you well. That energy is trying to draw you back in is what I'm hearing. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck now is the Hanged Man. Some of you may be in indecision about what it is that you're seeing, because like I said, at the bottom of the chakra deck is perception. Accept the fact that these people don't have your best interest. It's not for me to come back and come fight you or things of that nature, but what it is for me to do is to make sure I protect myself from you. And I feel like a lot of you are getting desires and inklings to go and see these people again. You have the Two of Cups here, and then you have the Moon in reverse. I feel like there's some hidden things coming out. Could be in the dream state, but I feel like a lot of this is in the waking state. I feel like there's some things coming out that was hitting. The Five of Wands in reverse here, clarifying the Moon in reverse. I feel like there are some people here that want to pretend like they want to make peace, but they're watching you to see when they can get you to come back in. And it's like, you're avoiding the Tower with the Tower in reverse up under the Page of Swords here. I feel like you are avoiding the Tower because you already know they mean you no good. See, it's the thing about it. You got perception here at the bottom, and then up under that, you got acceptance. A lot of you have accepted the fact that they meant you no good. I'm going to put some cards here on acceptance here, because I really feel like a lot of you may be struggling with this because the people that you're dealing with are sending in notions that you need to see them. So let's see. They got some hidden energy here. The King of Cups in reverse is at the bottom of the deck. It's false love, but this is coming from maturity. So that means they know what kind of love they're dishing out. They know that they're giving off false love. Could be a Pisces involved here, or just somebody just with a lot of emotions. Okay, and I'm saying that because you got the Moon here in reverse, and now you got the King of Cups in reverse. Then you got the Two of Cups here as well. So the first one here is hidden is what? Page of Cups. Isn't that Pisces? Got another one here, the Lovers in reverse, and then you got the last one, the Fool. Remember what, and those of you that's been here, what I say about the Fool is a calculated plan. The Fool in reverse is not. The Fool, and okay, so in this deck, the Fool, I don't know what that is in her hand, but in the traditional Rider Waite, the Fool, and then this may be the thing for crystals as well, because see this pattern, this design in the water, that is one of the I can't even think of what it's called right now, but for those of you that deal with crystals, this is more so where you land, put the crystals at each little speck here. You put the crystal in that spot, and then it's like you pull on that energy. It's the chart, the table. I just can't think of it right off the top of my head. What it's really called, but that's what that reminds me of. But this is planned movement. This is something that's been prayed about. The food is planned movement, and that so basically some of you let go of a toxic love relationship. Could have been with a Pisces, or a Pisces was involved. I also feel like this has a lot to do with, and it could have been with an Aries, but I also feel like this was a relationship that the lovers in reverse here. We're going to get some clarifiers, but a lot of you have accepted that a relationship did not work out, did not bring out the best in you, and it honestly was feeding. This relationship was feeding you to your enemies. This relationship was toxic. It was feeding you to your enemies because of the receiving spells you received from them. But what they brought in was toxicity. What they brought in was detriment, hurt, pain, death. A lot of you let go of these connections, and these people are trying to pull you back in because what? Without they spells and stuff, you're going to go all the way to the top. They've been holding you back for a while. Fool is being clarified by the temperance in reverse. See, that's the thing. A lot of you got balanced out. You're patient now, and you've accepted the fact that they was against you. You didn't go call them or go to their house and be like, you wrong, you've been doing these spells. And you ain't do none of that. Seven of Cups. A lot of you have paid attention to your illusions. Now, this is what's clarifying the temperance in reverse. You've got balanced out and realized that a lot of this stuff was just blowing smoke up your butt. Emotional smoke. And I feel like this is more so, a lot of you had built hopes and dreams off of the lies that they were feeding you. So you never moved because it was giving you stagnation and procrastination and loss of hope, fear, lack. You steady trying to go get a car. You don't need a car. You need to get you somewhere to stay, or you need to go and make sure you got some decent income coming in. People have you looking at things that don't mean anything at the end of the day. The Three of Pentacles clarifying the lovers in reverse. Some of you was dealing with somebody that wanted you to keep putting time into something that just wasn't working out. That went against your standards, your code of conduct of what you want out of a relationship. And what are we ending off with the tarot? The Eight of Swords in reverse. No more bondages. They want you to come back in bondage. Some of you are dealing with thoughts and things of that nature where somebody wants you to come back in bondage, and you can't do that. You can't live that life anymore. And that's what they want. They want you to come back, be in bondage, act all silly and stupid with them. You don't have it like that anymore. It is not that type of party. Creator, I come to you and I thank you for the collective. I thank you for RoseTribe doing their best to survive and move forward and pick up the pieces without being disgruntled or being upset, that they continue to stand and do what it takes and move forward. I speak that they continue to live and thrive and progress, and that they're constantly motivated by, if they find me enough or important enough to do spells against, then the Creator saw something in me. So let me get started. Let me get busy. I speak that they continue to move forward in progression in their life path, on their purpose. Selah. Y'all have a good one. And they can't take it. Just because you slow down don't mean that you got to stop. Y'all have a good one. This your girl NeenaRose. I'll see y'all tomorrow.